It is the one and only Nicole Kidman.
A kiss on the hand, maybe quite continental. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Square cut or pear shape, these rocks won't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Nicole, you look wonderful. I expected nothing less because you are, you know, renowned for your beauty. But what a great outfit as well.
I match you.
You've synchronised.
Yes, we're sort of coordinated.
There's something going on already. Let's talk about that. Right, now, you've just whizzed in. You came in yesterday here to the UK for the premiere of your new movie.
Yes.
Not
yesterday, the day before that.
When did you come in? Wednesday?
Yes.
OK, you came Wednesday. See,
well, I came in like at midnight.
OK, well, let's
so
not...
that could be yesterday or anyway.
Yeah. I don't really care. I'm kind of working up to something else, but we can talk about that if you want. What time exactly on Wednesday did you arrive? Anyway, you're here. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you are. But what a whirlwind life you must lead, because, I mean, you work a lot. I know you're one of the hardest working women in show business. You make a lot of movies.
I just had 4 months of doing nothing.
Have you really?
Yeah. But I do work very, very hard.
What time did you arrive in the UK? Because I feel safer on that ground. I'm honestly... I didn't know you'd had a big chunk of time off.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just hanging out in Australia and...
What do you do when you're unwinding then? When you have 4 months ahead of you?
Not much.
Do you have hobbies?
Yeah, well, hobbies. What do? I love to swim in the ocean.
Yes.
So I sort of swim almost every day in the ocean.
But
My grandmother, who's 90, she swims every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is in Australia, yeah?
And she's got all her own teeth and she doesn't wear glasses.
Well, fine. So if I don't get lucky with you, maybe I can pop round and see Granny later on for a little bit of Bondi loving.
She reveals that. She's very proud of that. So.
Now, so 90 years old, that's something. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Well, she's 89. I sort of exaggerated a little.
Well, it sounds good. She'll thank you for that.
No, I tell her she's going to get to be 100.
That's great to have someone...
Maybe more, right?
So you swim a little bit, but in Australia, presumably...
Well, quite a lot.
But you can't swim because of fear of the sharks, can you? There's sharks everywhere.
Oh, I don't worry about those.
Well, you should worry about them because they get one between your teeth. You
love
like
sharks? Yeah, yeah. I go diving with the sharks.
I don't agree with that kind of thing. I don't. Leave them alone.
Yes, I do leave them alone.
Yeah, well, stop pestering the sharks.
No. No, this, you know, you... Oh, please. You guys... I have never been diving with great whites,
right.
But I've been diving with reef sharks and stuff like that.
Well, it must be exciting, I imagine.
Yeah, you can sense them in the water. That's what's really fascinating, is that when you get under, you can actually feel when a shark is present, because the ocean you can feel them. And
you see other people voiding their bowels and heading for the beach, I guess.
No, you have other people going like this.
Yeah, yeah. Shark! All right, but you're over here. You're spending any time in the UK, or you're whizzing off somewhere?
I'm actually going to see the musical Billy Elliot.
Oh, right. Elton John's musical adaptation of Billy Elliot.
And the director who directed me in The Hours...
Stephen Daldry.
Yes.
You knew that, though?
Yeah.
I just don't want you to look bad. Well, yeah, but I didn't want him to be watching thinking she's forgotten me already.
No, you wouldn't think that.
I'm here for you. That's all I'm saying, Nicole.
Thank you.
Okay. You know what I love about Nicole is you're like an old-time movie star in some ways. I mean, you make a wide range... No, you're glamorous, is what I'm saying. You have that... I spent some time yesterday, I'm not just dropping names here, with Lauren Bacall, who was so complimentary about you. I was interviewing her yesterday. You made... Was it 2 movies with her, or just 1?
Yeah, we made 2 sort of obscure movies.
Well,
not obscure, but what, you know, they're more avant-garde,
not mainstream, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
And I was talking to her about her career, and you've obviously had conversations. You think, here's a woman who you know, obviously was married to Bogey, spent time with Sinatra, worked with all the greats, Rock Hudson, Gregory Peck. And, you know, today's film
Was she on the show?
No, she wasn't on this show. I did her for a special that I'm doing later in the year.
Oh,
She's
right.
far too smart to come on this show. She had publicists and people, they warned her off. But anyway... but she's a lovely woman, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She calls herself my New York mother.
Yeah, well, you got on really well.
She's quite bossy.
There was an odd thing where it was said...
She is.
It was reported that she said something about you, which she didn't say at all, even. And the press kind of, you know, they're weird like that, aren't they? They kind of seem to want to say things about people that show them in a bad light.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's so easy to sit and complain about all of that, but at the same time, you just sort of roll with the punches, I suppose.
I admire you for that, though, because even this week, knowing you're in the country, the amount of press coverage there was on you, the amount of pieces about you, and I'm sure probably a lot of the stuff that's in there is speculation, is made up, and presumably, what do? Do you not read it, or you just read it and laugh?
I don't read it, no. Why? You're going to tell me what's in there?
No, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. But you looked great on page 3 the other day, I'm telling you that. Okay.
I'll tell you though, there's certain things you know you can't do because you know that like you would never go. I would never go in a bikini because I don't want to be photographed in a bikini
and that is going to happen.
Things.
Presumably, there's nowhere where you feel.
I mean that. So I will. I tend not to do that. I would never go topless on the beach.
Never.
Not that I really did. I mean, well, not with you. Don't want to see photos of that, right? I mean.
Well, you say people don't want to see, but
I mean,
what I mean is you don't want us
my
to see
grandmother
doesn't.
doesn't.
well, that's probably for the best. You're one of the biggest stars in the world today.
Not really.
Yes, you are.
No.
You are. Nicole is one of the biggest, certainly the biggest female stars in Hollywood. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I don't know.
Now when you started, when you started, you obviously wanted to act. You knew at an early age you wanted to perform. But in Australia, where you started the business, Hollywood must have seemed like a long way away. It must have seemed, I would have thought, a difficult dream to realise.
You're very serious.
Yes. Yes, I have many facets.
What was the question again?
So you came in on Wednesday, right? Yeah. Okay, but I tell you what, it was about your ambition, really, because it strikes me that you're someone who, I don't know whether you're a tough person, but certainly you're someone who seems to set your sights on something and then achieve it, which is admirable.
Oh, not really. I mean, I think for me it's more just, I don't know how, actually, it's happened. I just love to act. Yeah. I think it's that kind of pure, in a way, where you just... And when I was married for, most of my 20s, actually, I didn't really care as much then. Because I had... No, because you have other things that you care about more. And then in that weird way that life kind of sweeps you up, when all of that fell apart for me, suddenly my work was able to fill a void, really.
Yeah, well, that's what they say to people when something upsets their life. Get busy, and it keeps you occupied.
Yeah, I mean, it really, but it wasn't even a conscious decision. It was more like, my God, what do I have now? I have my kids, and then I've got to sort of get myself together. My mum always says, pull yourself together. There's not a lot of sympathy in my family.
That's nice when parents say that to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, you go, Mum, and she's like, oh, just pull yourself together.
And you have pulled yourself together, I guess.
So I suppose that's what it is. It's like trying to pull yourself together.
Do you mind
but I have my meltdowns.
She sounds a bit of a hard bitch, your mum, if you don't. No, I mean that in a nice way. I mean that in a good way.
I have to leave the show now.
I mean that in a good way. Is that a bad thing to say?
No, she's divine.
That's what I meant. She sounds like a divine bitch. She sounds great. What? No, I don't mean that badly. Don't take that the wrong way.
Oh my gosh!
I apologise to your mother. Let's talk about your grandmother. We were safer there. Hey, later maybe.
No, she's. Oh my gosh!
That's a tough thing to say to a kid.
So much trouble now.
I would have given you a shoulder to cry on.
She's a darling. She's a darling.
But that's a tough thing to say. Pull yourself together. She pull herself together.
I mean, in the best possible way, I suppose. But yeah, she's got her,
Okay.
Let's move off.
Let's move on. Why did you even start with this? I don't know what you're doing.
I got in at midnight.
Let's talk about sharks at midnight. What time did you come in with the sharks? All right. Well, I apologise. Now listen.
Yes.
You look so glamorous and so refined now. When you started out...
saying the same thing.
But when you started out, you had the big, gingery, curly hair, didn't you?
I did. Here. They dyed my hair ginger.
No.
They did.
Who did?
When I was 14. Because they said,
you've
got really pale skin. No, when I did BMX Bandits.
Oh.
And they said, you've got really pale skin, you should have red hair. And I said, well, okay. And then they dyed my hair bright red, which I hated. I went to school and everyone teased me. And then I kind of loved it.
There's a shot of you with the... Oh! You see, you couldn't look more different.
And so they would use one of those afro combs on me,
So
and
it's not
do that, And they would dye it red every 2 weeks.
Wow,
well, because my mum wouldn't let me use like proper dye on their hair. Then she made them use a vegetable dye.
You sure I wasn't in the right neighbourhood when talking about your mother? Because
please take that off.
take the picture
so
away.
Cool.
I thought you were a natural ginger-haired woman, but you're a blonde woman then, are you?
Well, I was a towhead when I was a kid.
Okay. A what head?
Towhead.
A towhead.
You know what towhead is, don't you? Oh, that's where you're born with that white hair.
Oh, right, so
for
you're very
the
funny.
first year of your life.
Okay,
and they don't know what colour you're going to be.
Because I had a friend who had a ginger-haired girlfriend who was... I like ginger hair on
Yeah, I
and,
love ginger hair.
Was she,
red hair.
Red hair. And she went out for a Brazilian, a waxing. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Hey, I'm not going to ask you about yours. All right. But when she came back with the red hair...
What is this show?
You'll like this story. You can use this if you want. When she came back, he said he looked like a fish finger down there. Now you see... That's a good...
Oh, my God, get David out here.
Well, you're getting me all flustered now.
Yeah, we're all like a bit...
Well, it's, you know... When did you arrive in the United Kingdom?
Give me that.
Now...
So...
OK, now let's talk. Nicole.
Yes.
OK.
I'm here. I'm with you.
Is there a connection here? I think there's a... let's talk about The Interpreter. I saw it the other day.
Right.
OK. This is Nicole's new movie. She's in it with Sean Penn. Wow, what a great treat to know you're going to work with someone like Sean Penn. That must be, for an actress, one of the most exciting things, isn't it?
Yes. I'm not saying much anymore because you scare me.
You seem a little tense.
I am.
Would you like a massage?
No. No, I just want it to end now.
I can be too much for a woman the first time. If I had £1 for every time someone said that to me. In the film, you play a South African woman or a woman who spent a long time in South Africa?
Well, I was born there.
Right.
Not me, the
But
character. Yes.
Yes. But you do the
blank.
Hey, Nicole,
And red.
You do the accent great, and you've done
Thank you.
You seem someone who really seems comfortable in any number of accents, and I don't know whether that's because you're Australian now working American. You have to do that, but because I've heard you do...
when you're an Australian actress, or an actor, you have to. I mean, there's very few roles that are specifically for an Australian. So
and now, which accents do you find hard to manage? Which ones come to you easily? Because Australian and South African are quite close anyway, aren't they?
No.
I think you will find they are. They speak like that.
No, that's what someone like you would say,
This?
but they're not.
This is South African. They speak like this.
Right.
Because it's a little bit Dutch.
Sort of.
Okay. And Australian is a bit close to it. Hello, all right.
Yeah.
Bingo,
good.
dingo.
Yeah.
Skippy.
Kind of. No, Skippy goes.
Did you watch Skippy as a child?
Yeah, I love Skippy.
He must be like a hero in Australia, wouldn't he?
Yes, I can't believe you've heard of Skippy.
We had Skippy over here.
Oh, right.
The number of children Skippy rescued
Skippy's
from Wells.
the kangaroo, just so.
I know who Skippy is.
Okay.
Do you miss Australian things when you're away from home?
Vegemite.
Tim Tams?
Oh, yeah, I love a
Cherry
Tim
Ripe?
Tam. I would go for a violet crumble over a cherry ripe.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I miss my sister.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
'cause
can't
she's
buy
like
her
my
over
twin.
here. You can buy the cherry ripe. Hey, let's show a clip of the film because we didn't show this. This is a trailer for the film. Now, it's a tense thriller. There's a moment at the end between
I'm
you.
scared what you're going to put up there.
There's a moment at the end between you and Sean Penn. Really good.
Oh, don't show the end.
I'm not going to show the end. I'm not going to tell them what the end is either. I've done this before. If I may quote your mother, pull yourself together, kid. They come over here. Anyway, Nicole, it's a great scene between you and Sean at the end. Really, and I'm not going to tell you, I don't want to give it away, but this end scene, the scene between you two guys in the room, you know what I'm talking about. Super tense, really tense.
Right.
Is that a tougher sort of scene to act, or the fact that you've got something you can really get your teeth into, does that make it easier for you?
Yeah, getting your teeth into something. But I did Interpreter and then I did a film Bewitched straight after it. And the lovely thing was being able to do something that was really, in terms of a character, an an intense character, a damaged woman, and then to be able to go and do something that was funny and light.
They are about as far apart as you
Yeah,
can get
they're
two
like
movies.
polar opposites.
We'll talk about Bewitched for a tiny bit afterwards, but let's have a look. This is Nicole's new movie. It's out today all over the UK. Go and see it. It's The Interpreter. That's the new movie. Sidney Pollack directing. Nicole Kidman, Sean Penn, The Interpreter. What more do you need to know? It's going to be a big hit, I would have thought.
Oh, you never know with that stuff. But Sean's wonderful in the movie.
Great. Well,
I have
you're
to
great
say,
as well.
it's really. I'm okay. He's great.
All right, now, Bewitched. You made the big movie version of Bewitched. We all remember Bewitched. It was Elizabeth Montgomery as the witch in suburbia. There's a very different take in the new movie, I believe.
Well, there's sort of dual stories going on. We do the Bewitched, and we also then Will Ferrell. You've heard
Will Ferrell, who was so great in Elf. He's a terrific actor.
Yeah. And so we sort of play Samantha and Darren, and then we play today. You know, people.
The modern
today.
world.
God, I better learn how to describe the film.
Yeah. Well,
I've got a few months.
Maybe before you come on a talk show next time.
Yeah, I'll get it.
You know,
I'll get prepared.
I do coaching lessons if you're...
I think I'll decline, but thank you for the offer.
I'm not expensive. If cash is the
Wouldn't
issue.
matter if you were cheap. No, I'm sorry.
Isn't that always
No,
the way?
you've been lovely.
When
Thank
a
you.
woman
Thank you
wants
for
a
having
man, they play hard to get in this way. Throwing stones in the playground. That's what this is. Now, will you do the character in the original Bewitched? She wiggles her nose or her face in some way to instigate magicry, some sort of witchiness. Do you have to do that?
Witchiness. Yeah, I have to wiggle it a lot.
Is that special effects or did you master that?
No, I just wiggle.
Well, you have such a lovely little nose. You know what? Do you mind me saying this? I'd quite like to bite your nose.
Ow!
But no, but in a loving way. I won't do it now. Maybe afterwards. Let's have a chat. And I offer that to all my guests. David Schwimmer, there's a nose you can get your teeth into. You're number 2 on my list, big boy. Anyway, do we have a little nose wiggle?
Well, not really.
Oh, come on! Don't tease.
Oh, I can...
We would like a little nose wiggle, wouldn't we, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, guys.
Come on. That... You have been such a...
Nothing happens, no magic.
Well, you say that, but something's happening over here now. You have been... I think the lady likes to know she's having an effect. I bought you a present.
Oh, you did?
I bought you a present from Brighton
I love
Pier.
presents.
Now, I got 2 presents. I said to him I want presents for...
I love giving presents.
Do you? Well,
yeah, I do.
Maybe later. But this is... This is for you. I got it from Brighton Pier.
Right.
It's a lovely belt, and the buckle on it...
the fudge.
Well, you can have some fudge on. It says Chav on the belt buckle, because... And I thought you might like it, because if you're from Australia...
I feel like a bit of a chav at the moment.
Would you wear that? Will you wear that somewhere so we can see you in it?
Yes, I'll wear it.
Because I asked for presents for Nicole and Shirley, and I think they thought Shirley was a lady, because the other present I wouldn't offer to you. It's a pair of knickers with Mind the Gap on. And I wouldn't... So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give that to Shirley, because I think they thought you were a lady with the name Shirley.
That better not be for me, Jonathan, because Shirley Crabtree, Big Daddy, would have flattened you if you'd offered them to him.
The other Shirley...
Thank you.
Lovely. Nicole, how lovely to have you on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
The Interpreter, as I said, is out now. Go and see it. We're looking forward to Bewitched as well when that comes out later in the year.
Thanks for coming.
What a...
Sorry. Oh, gosh. Not good at these shows. Get me off, quick.
You want a little cuddle before you go?
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yes.
We just could do spoons on the couch.
No, I think...
All right, looks like David's going to get doubly lucky then. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, what a lovely guest, Nicole Kidman. Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nicole Kidman.
I'm out of here.